Hopefully. Can you hear my dog drinking in the background? Jesus, he's thirsty. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another video about sustainability. Originally, I thought I'm not even gonna do this video because it might not be new information to anybody, but it also might, which is the most cryptic thing I could say, honestly. In today's video, I'm gonna show you basically all of the second uses I get out of containers that come with products that aren't low waste or aren't zero waste, and how I extend their life for as long as possible. There's one thing you should know about me is that I come from a family with a hoarding tendency, and while my grandmother used to hoard Barbie dolls, 800 unpackaged to be precise, I hoard containers and packaging materials. If I can use it, I'm gonna keep it. I'm kind of like a raccoon. Anyway, so I wanted to show you some of the uses I have though for these various containers around my house. And really it's just kind of the free, albeit ugly, version of sustainability. Some of these uses are gonna be super obvious to some people, but I'm hoping maybe that there's just one that you're like, I didn't think about that. So I will start off with this container. Now, this is a very specific container, so you probably won't have it if you don't have a dog, or if you have a dog that doesn't like whimsies. This is a treat container. I would buy these treats called Whimsies for Ollie, and they'd come in these giant bins, and I'd buy them in bulk. I use this, I basically put it under my kitchen sink, and my reusable paper towels or my reusable napkins that I have, when they're dirty, they go in this, so that way I don't have to walk all the way to my laundry basket, which is in my bathroom. And then when it's full, I just put them in the laundry. You can really use any container. I like that this is plastic so that it won't, if the towel is wet, it won't matter. So yeah, that's container number one. All right. Next up are these takeout containers. Believe a lot of takeout food can come in these kind of containers. They're pretty common. Mine, I'd say 90% of them are from Indian food. I absolutely love Indian food, and they always come in these containers, so that's why I have so many of them. I actually find them just to be really good food storage, but what I use them for the most is when I go to the grocery store and I'm shopping for bulk food. Once my food is here, my bulk food, I'll store it in glass containers, but I don't want to take like 6 glass jars to the store because they're really heavy and like gonna like clatter around and stuff. But these guys are super light. So I'll take these to the grocery store and fill up on my bulk goods. And then when I'm done, I just pour these into the glass containers and I have these for next time. And super, super helpful, especially because they just stack in a bag, you know, a whole stack of them when I go to the store, so I don't run out of containers for my bulk goods. Yeah, that's pretty much these guys. All right, next container. Next is another food storage container. These guys also from takeout, and I use them for food storage. But what they're actually really good for is if you're painting. So when I was painting my Halloween costume, I actually would use this as like my palette and put my paint in here. And then when I was done, I would just put the lid on top, and then you put it in the fridge, and I guess that helps paint stay. But that's in an airtight container, and it's not gonna dry up as fast. But you can still see all the colors, which is really nice. I guess you could also put them in the black side, but then like, if you have black paint, you can't really see it. But yeah, so these are just really nice like palettes. So that's what I use these for a lot too. I also use them for food storage, but if I'm painting or doing something crafty, they're really useful for that. So that's one where I'm like, maybe people don't know about that. Anyway, next one. This guy is my favorite. I've had this container for years, but it's from like, I think somebody got like decorative sprinkles and they came in these cute little containers. I have another one that has lotion in it, but this one I use all the time. So I get headaches all the time, and ibuprofen always does the trick. So I always have ibuprofen on hand. But when I buy ibuprofen, like most things, I buy it in bulk. So I have like a big container of ibuprofen, and I don't want to lug that around with me. And so this is my little guy of ibuprofen that goes everywhere. It used to say ibuprofen on the top, but it's kind of gone now. But I know what it is. You can also just, if you have a small container of ibuprofen, just refilling that from a big container. But this is a lifesaver. It's great. That's that one. This guy's really similar to the last one, but this is the little tiny tin that I have. This tin, I got it when I was living in DC, and I think it housed like some like tiny little sound equipment came in it, and so I took it. There's no sound equipment, but my Bites toothpaste for when I travel is in it. So my toothpaste for the like solid toothpaste comes in a pretty big glass jar that's kind of heavy, and I don't really want to bring it on like a plane, and so I just take a bunch of them, put them in here, and I got my toothpaste on hand. So that's become my travel toothpaste container. Again, all things that you're probably like, duh, but maybe there's just one where you're like, I didn't think about that. Next up, these containers are not from me, but they were saved from a friend, and she didn't want them anymore. But I'm not going to take the plants out. This guy is those like whey or wee yogurt containers that are glass. They come in these cool glass jars, but they're really great for propagating plants. So I have a collection of these with a bunch of my spider plant. It was like really happy, so I have a bunch of little baby plants, but they're great for propagating plants. But yeah, how cool. Propagating plants, another use for great containers. Next up, I've just got boxes. So this box in particular, I've had for years, and now I just use it in my bathroom. It's kind of dirty, I should definitely clean it, but it just stores all my makeup and stuff. It's great for like just dividing things up and for storage. That's what I use a lot of boxes for. Nothing groundbreaking here, but hopefully sparking something new. I also use boxes like in my kitchen cupboards to kind of create little mini shelves, just to like be able to see things more so that I can access them and they don't go bad or go stale. So I also have some boxes in my cupboard. This idea isn't new. If you watched, I think Marie Kondo, I only watched one episode, and I remember the first one being like, have small boxes to like arrange and organize your stuff. So anyway, boxes. Use them to just like store and rearrange and you know, do that. Next up, food jars. Again, nothing groundbreaking. These jars still have labels on them. I have to go through and get the labels off, but you don't have to. There's nothing wrong with that. When I buy goods, I try to buy them in glass containers because glass is better to recycle, but they also make great containers for later. I even saved like this glass bottle that was for, not a commercial for Annie's, salad dressing, so I can make my own salad dressing and literally use the salad dressing bottle. I don't want to say don't ever go buy mason jars or like glass containers, other than like Snapware, Tupperware. That you can find, but you can find it at Goodwill. But mason jars you can also find at Goodwill, but also so many things that you probably get. Like I have old mayo jars, a really good one. Glass jars are everywhere, and so you can recycle them, but you can also like use them a couple more times for just like general food storage, which is really great. In general, do you keep things? Like, do you do this? Am I alone? I don't think I'm alone. But, yeah. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what things you reuse to extend its life. What kind of free, sustainable things do you have in your house that maybe aren't pretty, aren't, Instagrammable? They don't have that, like, sustainability look. They just look like old boxes, but you've extended the life. Like this makeup box, I've literally had for years because it's a sturdy box. Why buy a new box? But yeah, so like this video. I always say this like 20 times. Like this video, comment down below, let me know what of these is new, what do you want to implement in your life, or give me an example of some kind of container that you use. But yeah, let me know. I'm always trying to expand my knowledge. That's the whole point of this challenge, is just to share ideas, encourage sustainability, and encourage a positive relationship with this earth. And one way to do that is to use products for as long as possible. That's it for now, I think. Hopefully you liked this video. I appreciate you being here. Until next time. I can't remember how I started this video, and I'm not gonna go back and look,